What's up, people? This is your girl Gabs coming at you with week 20's Shonda Rhimes inspired year. Yes. All right, you guys. So last week, I was dealing with sort of like a family crisis. Um, I have been helping my nephew try to get into UNR, which is the University of Nevada, Reno. He was supposed to go last year, but some stuff happened where he missed some deadlines, and I said, okay. Took over helping him, giving him the deadlines that he needed, paying for anything that he needed, which included like ACT test scores and his application and second test and Ubers, the works, with like sending him to his old high school and making sure that he got all the stuff that he needed. And this entire time I've been checking in with him, seeing how everything's going, studying wise, and if he got everything turned in on time and all of that. Come to find out, we still hadn't heard from the school, and it was like May. And I was like, come on, dude, because I went to UNR. So I was like, come on, dude, you would have known by March, because we turned in his application supposedly in February. So I decided to take it upon myself to check and see what was going on. So, come to find out, like, his application hadn't been paid for. I was like, okay, fine. The application official deadline was May 18th. So I let him know. I was like, oh, this is what's going on. Because the entire time I would ask him, he'd be like, oh, it still says it's just being processed. But he just never clicked into it. So I was like, fine. Come to find out, well, I submitted the application because I asked him once again after like the millionth time, like, did you turn in your paperwork and all of that stuff? He's like, yeah, auntie, I did. I said, okay, cool. Paid for the application, let him know that I was going to pay for it beforehand. He's like, okay, cool. You have to create like another profile after you've submitted the application. I create his profile, and it literally says that he hasn't turned in anything. Like, he hasn't turned in his official transcripts, his ACT test scores, his immunization records, everything that he was supposed to get from his high school is not turned in. So I'm like, what? What? So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, call the school, and I'm like, hey, so I just submitted the application. We sent in the paperwork in March, so if you guys could like link those two things, that'd be great. They're like, cool, yeah, just give us his name and his date of birth. I'm like, all right. Gave it, and they're like, nope, we have no record of him sending in any documentation. What? So then I let my nephew know, and I'm like, you need to call them. And then he's like, okay, I will. But it keeps blowing off, until finally I have his mom call, and she's told the exact same thing. And the application's due within like less than 3 days after that. So pretty much he didn't turn in any of the stuff that was needed for him to go to UNR, which is disappointing because he's been getting into trouble in Vegas, and everybody's expecting me to somehow fix this issue with him coming up here. But I'm like, he's not coming up here unless he has reason to be up here. You guys understand? You get what I'm saying? So it's really just like infuriating. Like, I can't even describe to you guys, because he's been lying to me for the past 8 months. And I'm just like, where has all of my money actually gone? Did you actually go and take the ACT test? Did you actually take the Uber that I just had sent to you? Several Ubers that I've sent to you to get to your school, to get all your documents that you needed. The fact that he allowed me to submit the application, why not say something then, So then finally, his mom's very gung-ho on him going to TMCC, which I just do not understand, because with UNR, he would have had housing covered, he would have had transportation covered, he would have been fine, he would have been full-time student, and everything would have been planned out for him for at least 2 years, Now, he's trying to go to TMCC, which is community college out here in Reno, which I would never understand, moving like to a different city to go to a community college. I don't know. But now he's going to have to worry about housing. He's going to have to worry about transportation. He's going to have to worry about having a job. He's going to have to worry about all of those things because he doesn't have them. He doesn't even have his driver's license. So now they're expecting him to like stay with me until he gets on his feet. No. You want to know why? Because I can't trust a word that he says. So until he actually comes to me and actually apologizes, first and foremost, I'm not fucking with it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am not, because I'm real pissed off. And everybody's trying to brush this under the rug like, oh no, it's fine. Like, I'm gonna solve everything. Like, I'm gonna get this squared away for him. No, he needs to learn his lesson. And his lesson is going to be him doing this on his own. I've literally told him that. And the fact that when he came to me to tell me like his new plan, because he still hadn't even admit that he had lied about everything else, he's like, okay, Gigi, I got my future planned out. I'm gonna go to TMCC. I'm gonna work part-time and go to school part-time and save up to get an apartment and all this other stuff. I'm like, you're choosing like the hardest route you could ever possibly take. Had you gone to UNR, you wouldn't have had to worry about any of this stuff. You would have been a full-time student. You could have focused solely on school, and you could have worked on weekends if you wanted extra cash. But now, yeah, now you're gonna have to figure this out. And his mom's figuring it out for him. However, he's still going to have to figure out where he's going to stay. Because it's not with me. Just going to be real. So yeah, that was my week on finding that out and investigating and all of that. I was pretty pissed off when I initially learned about it. So, just, one of those weeks where you just want to punch someone in the face. It's fine. It's fine. But besides that, I went to a 1-year-old's birthday party. It was very adorable. It was really fun. She's so cute. Her name is Chloe. She's like really adorable. It was graduation weekend, so on Friday, my boyfriend and a few of his friends and I went out, and man, I can't hang anymore. We like stayed up until like 3 doing stuff that I used to do when I was younger, and I was hurting the next day. I'm gonna be real, absolutely hurting. Also, I went and saw Deadpool. Y'all, it was funny, like through and through. Like, I love Deadpool. But yeah, that was my week. Work, I've been adjusting, you know, I'm officially taking over that position, and that girl is still getting on my nerves, but she be trying it. It's alright. I'm gonna get through it. But yeah, the main event was the whole nephew situation, and I'm still pissed off about it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because he still hasn't even like apologized for lying. So yeah, I just feel like he's throwing his future away, you know? But it's like, you can't force somebody to do something, you know? You can take the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink, right? So I don't know, man. Anyway, that was my week. Hopefully it gets less depressing this week. But thank you guys for listening to me vent, pretty much. I didn't mean to go into a full story, but there you go. You wanted to hear the truth. There it is. But alright, you guys. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. You know, if you guys have had a situation going on like mine, I don't know, let me know what happened with yours. I'd like to know the outcome. All right, see you guys next week.